Hello everyone, welcome back to more Danganronpa. Last time, what we did was, we beat Alveus, and we kicked his ass back into the underworld, and we met up with Lucia. Wait a minute. Last time, we solved the case of the locked room murder with, Sakura, and she committed the sewer slide in the room, which is very not good. And then we saw Alter Ego get crushed into a pulp in retaliation. Don to Danganronpa. Hello, snack time. Give me 1 second while I edit the background again. Nope, it needs to be like minus 100. No. Minus 80. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. All right. Speaking of which, I think I've crystallized my thoughts on DMC2 in like the most roundabout sort of analogy I could. And it's the hypothetical of being stuck on an island for 1 year with only one game. If I was stuck on an island for 1 year with only DMC1, I would be pretty good. If I was stuck on an island for a year with only DMC2, let's just say I would find other activity. Yeah, I wouldn't commit suicide, but I would look for other activities to do. Aside from DMC2. But yeah, also today I'm streaming a bit earlier because it's Memorial Day today and I had the day off. So I went to a little thing earlier and they were trying to install Halo the Master Chief Collection onto an Xbox One that didn't want to install the game. So they instead played Castle Crashers and Sid Meier's Pirates. And I spoke with people there. I brought my Retroid Pocket Flip 2, played Breath of the Wild on there. People were impressed, and yeah, it was a good time. But aside from that, let's get into chapter 5 and find out more about this 16th person, Murkrow, whatever the fuck. Ikusaba Murkrow. What?
戦場ムクロ。この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。戦場ムクロに気をつけて。
The 16th. Kyoko told me to watch out for her. Mukuro Ikusaba. That was 3 days before the next incident. Thank you for telling me to watch out for her. Thank you for telling me to watch. Holy shit. 3 days before we would be faced with another murder. 3 days before the worst thing so far would reveal itself. Oh. 100-mile dash, pain of a junk food junkie. Daily life. How could they do that to Rey Mysterio? In the meantime, the day after Sakura's class trial, that morning in the dining hall. So, let's begin the usual post-trial investigation. Hey, Hey, you didn't make time for small talk or anything. We never just get straight into the point like that. If you want to keep up with me, you must refrain from pointless small talk. Jeez, how high is that horse of yours? He just acts like that to hide his own insecurities. That's what I like to think anyway. Regardless, if you want to defeat the mastermind, you need to follow my lead. They creep around the school like a mouse, but the mastermind's pride is as bloated as a cow's udder. And no matter what it takes, I will rid this world of them. Hey, Toko, you've been pretty quiet. Man, you're so boring now. You just sit there like a mushroom. I'm gonna start calling you Miss Mushroom. She didn't snap back at you. Her talking makes things difficult. So I told her not to open her mouth without permission. Holy fuck, man. What? But if she can't open her mouth, she can't eat or drink water. I don't care. And you're okay with that, Toko? You can at least shake your head. Jeez, how low is that rock you're hiding under? I believe this is the small talk Byakuya warned us against. And yet I let myself get involved. But it is now finished. I will never allow you to drag me down to your level again. So, we're going to begin our search. Stop running your mouths and start moving your legs. Pressured by an obviously irritated Byakuya, we all started our exploration. So, am I allowed to go into the rooms of students who have passed away? No, I'm not. I wish I was allowed to. They all seem pretty interesting. So here I am on the 5th floor of Hope's Peak Academy. The 5th floor has been opened to us. And it's totally different from all the floors we've seen up till now. For some reason it feels unpleasant. Unpleasant, huh? A violin. Nighttime secrets. He's so dirty. Huh? Yo, this bear's a freak. What does it say here? Oh, hello. Haha, catch me if you can. Wait up, I'm gonna punish you. Gross. What? Despair. Huh? Does she want to talk to me about something? Toko, what's wrong? Is she trying to say something? I think she's almost just a little more and I might get it. Sorry, but I have no idea what you're trying to tell me. Makoto. You fuck. She just let her shoulders drop. She looks so sad. I guess she just gave up. You can tell her... Around me, well... You probably take... No, she definitely takes her master's orders very, very seriously. They are not to be, disobeyed. This floor feels different compared to all the others. I'm not sure what it is. Is there some reason for that? I hope it's not anything too creepy. What the hell is this? The grotesque horror of the room struck me hard and fast. What I saw was bad enough, but what I smelled... it was sour, pungent, impossibly rank. It smells awful, doesn't it? It must be at least vaguely familiar to you. After all, you've been around your fair share of corpses. Are you saying it's the smell of death, their flesh and fat and blood? There was no surprise in his voice, no shock. But he was right. I had experienced the smell more than once before. It was the smell of death and despair. But the smell here is so strong, condensed. The smell of a battlefield. Monokuma must have... What? My fault again? Stop trying to blame everything on me. If you hadn't done what you did, this never would have happened. No, it's quite the opposite. The opposite? Yep. Let me give you an itty-bitty, eegee-squeegee little hint. As far as this room goes, I don't know a thing. I just left it exactly how I found it. What? How's that for a hint? Better than those stupid hints you get from an NPC in those mean old RPGs. It's pretty scary, huh? Blood all over the walls and junk. Of course, even in the outside world, people die bloody and gruesome deaths every day. So, it's not really a big deal. Just keep your chin up and keep on living, soldier. What's he talking about? Just left it the way he found it? What's the meaning of all this? Okay. An eye for an eye. An eye for an eye makes the whole world go blind. There's blood all over the place. I want to shut my eyes forever against such a ghastly sight. It appears the blood stains are dry, and their color has changed as well. I think it's safe to assume these stains are considerably old. Is this all really blood? Of course, I wouldn't find it interesting otherwise. And it is interesting, I assure you. What on earth happened in this classroom? He seems like he's enjoying himself. No way I can keep up with someone like that. There are white chalk outlines drawn all over the floor. How many bodies were there? I've seen this kind of thing on detective shows and stuff like that. You always see it at the scene of a murder. I wish I could say I don't believe it. What about you, Byakuya? Byakuya, about what Monokuma just told us. It's like I'm not even here. He must be lost in thought. Is he really thinking that hard? Or is he just flat out ignoring me? That's strange. That room's fucked up, man. Evil ass murder building. Wow, this place is pretty. The scenery matches your hair, Kyoko. That target seems pretty far away. Gotta say, pretty proud of my eyesight. Nice. Even though this room is totally enclosed, there's a cherry tree planted here, and it's in full bloom. It's quite elegant. Is this what you consider elegant? I lived overseas for a long time, so this kind of Japanese-style scenery is refreshing. But considering our situation, isn't it kinda out of place? It's a straw post used for sword practice. Did they use it for training here too? Dojo. A suit of armor is on full display. It's extremely Japanese. I kind of would want a full suit of armor like that. Kyoko told me yesterday. What the heck did it mean?
戦場の黒この学園に潜む16人目の高校生超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生戦場の黒に気をつけて
Kyoko? I'm not going to say anything. Huh? I can't say anything. Kyoko narrowed her eyes. Her gaze darted up to the surveillance camera. You understand why, right? He was trying to tell me whatever it was important. The mastermind couldn't find out. But how did Kyoko get her hands on information that could be important? Could be that important? We're finished here. Made it very clear that our conversation had come to an end, and just like usual, I didn't understand anything better than before. So there's the dojo there. There's that open door. I feel like I want to go through the open door last. But also, I just noticed that this is the last floor. There is no other floor above this one. Raw. Why does it say raw on the bio lab? It's locked. We came all this way just to be denied here. The sign of the hall says biolab, a biolab that we're forbidden from seeing into. Kind of sounds like something out of an old cheesy horror movie. Do we got Umbrella involved with this? Anyway, I guess I gotta go through the, here. Yes, I am going to the Raw room on a Monday night. Wow, this is like the first sign of like daylight. Holy fuck, though. Those Venus flytraps are fucking massive. Holy shit. What the fuck? What is this? This thing is super weird, super creepy. Flowers aren't supposed to get this big. Is this thing real? Watch out! What? That's a Monokuma flower. I came up with the name myself. Try and touch it and you're in for some real excitement. Your heart's all like, whoa! And the plant's all like, snap! And your flesh is all like, I'm dead. In other words, it's a monstrosity. It's pretty freaking amazing if I do say so myself. A student at Hope's Peak Academy added improvement after improvement and created this miracle creature. The ultimate botanist, although they don't go here anymore. They died during the tragedy. By the way, despite how it looks, that flower is super practical. It can eat paper, plastic, and even people. So it's totally good for the environment. Such an eco-friendly creation is vital for the future growth of a healthy society. Not that I know anything about that myself. Spouting more and more nonsense, Monokuma eventually disappeared. Whatever it is, I better keep my distance. Yeah. Very, very Audrey. A penny for my troubles, though. There's a shed. Just to be sure, I should take a look in that tool shed. This place seems totally disorganized, from a lawnmower to fertilizer, flower pots to farm tools. And leaning against a back wall, is that a pickaxe? Bags of fertilizer are piled up. There are so many different kinds to choose from. There are different kinds of gardening tools here. Are they trying to get us to become self-sufficient? What the fuck? Okay, so... Okay. Alright. Alright, okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Sure, why not? Hey guys, do you think Kodaka likes JoJo? Or do you think he just likes Pink Floyd? There's something carved into the handle of this pickaxe. Crazy diamond? Yeah. Wait a minute. I feel like I remember seeing that somewhere. There's a lawnmower here. Even with this here, who's actually going to take care of the lawn? Monokuru. So many flower pots. Big ones, little ones, and any size you might need. Maybe I'll grow some flowers to put in my room. Is this a chicken coop? What's a chicken coop doing here? This place even has chickens, huh? They're just regular chickens, right? They don't, like they don't eat people or lay bombs instead of eggs or something crazy like that? You played too much Wario Land, Makoto. Seems safe. It's a chicken. It's not gonna like lay a bomb, is it? It's not expecting to be fed like humans, is it? It really is, right? Like, I can say that for sure. It's really alive, right? There's no mistake. It doesn't have like a second form, right? Nothing else in here. Oh, you like chickens too, Makoto? Yeah, I love those little guys. Yeah, I love those little guys. They're seriously cute, right? And there's exactly 5 of them here. Exactly. 5, you know, the number that comes after 4 and before 6? At least in terms of natural numbers. Anyway, whenever the number 5 pops up, that's a good omen. It contains the mysteries of the cosmos. It's a number of power, a refreshing number on par with the hand-squeezed all-natural lemonade. Never lets me get a word in edgewise. We got a little panel here. Some kind of control panel set near the wall. Does it control the air conditioning or something? It's for the sprinklers! Sprinklers? Yeah, it controls the sprinklers in the garden. Sprinklers are set to go off every morning at 7:30. Don't you dare change it without permission. Of course, the settings panel is locked, so you couldn't change it if you wanted to. So that means the sprinklers go off at 7:30 a.m. every morning. Yep, you got it. It's super user-friendly, which sucks. So if you get here too early, you'll get drenched. So watch yourself. But you're not a little kid, right? You're too old to go running through sprinklers anyway. Or do you have some kind of water fetish? I'm gonna tell everyone. Alright. Oh, water. Thank you for reminding me to drink water, Monokuma. First helpful thing you've done for me. At first I thought I saw blue skies, but it turns out they painted the walls and the ceiling. Oh, but the plants are all real. It's been a while since I've smelled vegetation. It helps me relax. That's not what you're thinking, is it? Huh? Why is that bad? Don't you get it? Don't you realize the true horror of plant life? It's there, just beneath the surface. Beneath their calm exterior, they're always watching and waiting. And when they decide they can't leave us in charge of Earth anymore, they'll put their plan for global human extinction into action. Serious. I guess I've seen what there is to see up here for now. Once again, nothing I found seems to make any real sense. Need to head back to the dining hall and find out what the others turned up. One after another, everyone made their way to the dining hall. And before too long, it would appear everyone has returned. Still, it's just the 6 of us. It's barely enough for a decent volleyball team. Hey, don't be a sourpuss. We gotta think positive. Besides, even if one more person dies, we can still field a basketball team. That's like reverse positive thinking. Anyway, there's no time to be depressed. For the sake of everyone we've lost, we have to do our best. Can we stop all this group hug nonsense? We need to find out what everyone discovered. Checked all the windows on the 5th floor, just front to back, but that used to be kind of Sakura's job, but anyway, no dice. There were metal plates on all the windows, just like everywhere else. Which means no chance of escape on the 5th floor either. But when I was looking around, I realized something about the layout of the school. What exactly did you notice? You took a good look around the 5th floor yourself, didn't you, Makoto? Well, let me look at the layout real quick again, just to jog my memory. Why do you ask? Because if you did, you must have noticed. The 5th floor is lacking something every other floor has. Something on all the other floors, but not on the 5th floor. Yes, it's the 5 chickens. Are you talking about stairs? There aren't any stairs leading up from the 5th floor. That's what you're talking about, right? Does that mean the 5th floor is the end? We're finally starting to get a clear picture of this school. All that's left now is to solve the underlying mystery. But that's the hardest part. Even if it's hard, we still gotta do it. Yeah, Hina's right. Everything will be okay as long as we work together. I'm sure we'll make it out of this. No, not I'm sure. We absolutely will make it out, no matter what it takes. What do you have to say, Toko? Hey, Yakuya, it seems like Toko wants to say something. So, why are you telling me? Well, because you told her to zip it or whatever. Ah, I'd forgotten about that. Jesus, man, I know you like torturing her, but come on. Well, Toko, if you want to envelop us in all your putrid breath, I won't stop you. You honor me, master. And don't worry, I took care of the odor problem. Seriously, you're just gonna take it? Shut up. Don't interrupt when Master and me are talking. Okay, so what did you want to tell us? Well, I was in a classroom on the 5th floor and something caught my attention. It was this. A knife! Whoa, that thing's huge! Like Rambo size. It's a survival knife of some type. But what was it doing in a classroom? How would I know? What? What are you gonna use that knife for? What are you planning to do to us? I'm not gonna do anything. I just picked it up. I didn't want to leave the knife just laying around. I'd rather have it laying around than in the hands of a serial killer. Don't compare me to her. I'm nothing like her. Listen, more important. Now that we have the knife, what are we gonna do with it? Can't let Toko keep it, that's for sure. We don't know much what she might do. I don't want it anyway. It's too dangerous. What to do? Why don't you hang on to it, Makoto? Huh? Me? Oh yeah, I totally trust Makoto to take care of it. And that's that. Hold on, don't I gotta say? Just shows how much they trust you. You should do as they ask. Are you sure it's trust? I feel like they're just using me. Okay, so here you go, Makoto. You're acting like I already said yes. Fine. Guess there's nothing I can do. Just keep it in my desk drawer for now. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Hey, Toko. Do I still have bad breath? Sorry, I'm sorry, it stinks, I'm sorry. You made a valuable discovery. Good job. Huh? 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 Did Master just praise me? Hey, good for you. Ah. I'm dreaming. I must be dreaming. That I would ever experience such a dream. I feel strange. So strange. Really strange. Oh no. Yeah. Whenever I look at Toko these days, it makes me feel sad. Jesus Christ, Toko. My concern is with the biolab. That was the only place on the 5th floor that we couldn't access. The biolab, huh? I wonder what's in there. If this were like a cliche horror game, it'd be some kind of creature, the final boss or tyrant or... We're not in a horror game though. Either way, we don't need to worry about it at the moment. Don't bother thinking about something that can't be understood no matter how much you think about it. Our tiny brains can only do so much, so focus on utilizing them efficiently. I don't really like how you said it, but what you said is probably right. No, how I said it is right too. Alright, Byakuya, calm down. By the way, did any of you find it? The other strange room on the 5th floor? Well, no, strange was a massive understatement. The smell of flesh and fat and blood. The white outlines of countless corpses. It was more dreadful than anything I've encountered here so far. What the hell are you talking about? The smell itself was horrific, far beyond any normal murder scene. Everybody's smell concentrated. God, I'm glad I didn't see it. I feel like I'm gonna barf just hearing you describe it. But I mean, what the hell happened in that room? I can only think of one thing. A large group of people died right there in that room. A bunch of people were killed in there? Stop. Seriously, I'm gonna throw up. It's a very sensory chapter. It's like Riku's story in Chain of Memories, where he talks about the smell of darkness all the time. Everyone's talking about scents in that campaign. Perhaps what they meant by the biggest, most awful, tragic event in human history. Huh? You were thinking the same thing then. My theory is, the mass murder that took place in that room is the incident said to have happened 1 year ago. The awful scene in that room, that was the tragedy that happened a year ago? Precisely. The tragedy is another name for the genocide of the student body of Hope's Peak Academy. That's true. That would explain why Hope's Peak was forced to close its doors. I mean, I guess that all makes sense, but it's all just so awful. No, not just awful. Super awfully awful. You're right, it's beyond awful. It's terrible, tragic, hopeless. But still, how is it not one of us ever heard about something like that happening? Does that mean they really did cover it up? Well, there's a big garden up on the 5th floor, and I found more than one thing to be worried about. A stupidly large plant, a chicken coop, and I know what you're gonna say, but a tool shed. Monokuma said that was called a Monokuma flower. Even touching it seems dangerous, so we have to be careful. It's totally a man-eating plant. I'm sure it's different from the one that lives in the pipe, though. Anyway, that thing must benefit from the sprinkler system as much as anything else in there. Oh yeah, apparently the sprinklers come on every morning at 7:30 on the dot. Yeah, remember that. You don't want to get drenched and catch a cold. Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never... Well, you don't have to worry. They say idiots never catch colds, you know. Of course not, because idiots never get wet. I think you're thinking of ducks. What? My stream unstable? Am I good? I think we're good. It's just YouTube and Twitch spooking me. I'm starting to worry about you, Hero. Can you tell me what 10 plus 10 is? Hey, come on. You don't always have to call me dumb. I may have been held back 3 times, but that doesn't make me stupid. If it'll make you happy, I'll answer your dumb question. What was the question again? Don't worry, you just answered it. Oh. You noticed it too, huh? That pickaxe. Huh? What about the pickaxe? Well, there was a pickaxe in the tool shed. The words crazy diamond had been carved into the handle. We haven't seen that phrase. Haven't we seen that phrase somewhere else before? Crazy diamond. That does sound kind of familiar, I think. I don't just think, I know. We've definitely seen that phrase before. Huh? Where? That's it, I remember. It was on Mondo's uniform, on the back of his jacket. The jacket said the same thing, right? Crazy diamond. You're absolutely right. But why would that be on the pickaxe in the garden? Mondo must have snuck in there and done it, right? But we didn't have access to the garden until today. Then maybe Mondo brought it in with him when he first came here and Monokuma confiscated it. Whatever the reason, that's what stuck out to me in the tool shed, the pickaxe connected to Mondo. Well, what stuck out to me wasn't the pickaxe at all. Then what did? What I noticed was the lawnmower. I'm thinking maybe we can use it to call for help. How are you going to call for help with a lawnmower? I don't know, maybe I can use it to make crop circles or something. Yeah, that's it, I'm going to make crop circles. We can use those to call for help. What the heck's happened to you? You weren't like this in the beginning, you know. Well, back then my personality hadn't quite solidified yet. I didn't think it was possible, but I'm even more disappointed in you now than I've ever been. There are a bunch of chickens in the chicken coop, right? That's right, 5. 5 chickens. I love chickens. Let's raise them up big and fat. Then we can make fried chicken. Oh, or barbecue. Decisions. Oh, how about raw? Because there's nothing fresher than raw, right? I'm pretty sure that'd kill you. Well, I think that's all the new information we have for now. So, what do we do? Well, starting today, you're all under my command. But before we proceed, I need to figure something out. Geez, how cocky can you be? You're gonna bust through the ceiling if your head gets any bigger. So, what is it you want to figure out? Kyoko's identity. Kyoko's identity? But Kyoko is Kyoko, right? Yes, but who is she? The rest of us have a clear, definable reason for having been selected to attend Hope's Peak Academy. Hina's the ultimate swimming pro, Hiro's the ultimate clairvoyant, even Makoto was the ultimate lucky student. More unlucky than lucky these days, but... So what about Kyoko? Can anyone tell me what she is? Now that you mention it, she's never told us. Well, Kyoko doesn't really like talking about herself anyway, right? It's not a matter of what she likes or doesn't like, this is a matter of trust. Can you trust someone who's unwilling to reveal their true identity? We need to avoid raising any more suspicion. So Kyoko, it's time you told us. I need a drink. I need a drink before this bullshit. Seltzer water. I can't.
は
What? Why won't you tell us?
あ違うわ
I didn't say I won't. I said I can't. What do you mean?
それは
Because I don't remember. What? I have no memory of what I am. You have no memory? You mean amnesia?
なんだ
If I thought you had a sense of humor, I'd say you were joking, but if this is a joke, I'm not laughing. You can't be serious right now, can you? I knew you wouldn't believe me. That's why I didn't say anything.
でも
But it doesn't matter. Either way, the truth will make itself clear before we're done.
なんだ
So you have no intention of telling us, then I can no longer stand by and do nothing.
ね
What are you going to do? Torture me? Nothing so barbaric as that.
決まりだ
I will simply limit your options. Can't allow you to engage in any further suspicious activity. Limit my options?
諦めろ
Give me the key to your room. But if she gives you her room key, she can't go sleep in her room. She'll be breaking the school regulation. And if she doesn't want that, she'll talk. It's easy. All she has to do is tell us about herself. Hold on. Not like that.
いいわ
Fine. I understand. Good. You're finally in the mood for conversation. Without saying a word, Kyoko walked right up to Byakuya and held out her room key to him.
まさか
You damn fool! Why do you refuse to talk?
だって
Whether I want to or not, I can't. All I can do is keep telling you that.
あの
Maybe she really did lose her memory. If you really think about it, it doesn't sound totally impossible. This is the worst school ever. Where only the worst stuff happens, right? Amnesia would fit right in.
でも
The worst school where only the worst things happen? Do you really mean that? Huh?
ね
Can you really be sure that life here has been filled with only the worst things? What do you mean? Perhaps I've said too much. Kyoko then turned her back on us and without a word began to walk away.
おい
Where do you think you're going?
じゃあね
Don't worry, I'm not going to do anything to harm any of you. Those were her last words as she left. Kyoko's last words. The dining hall was silent, and the only sound was the door opening and closing as Kyoko left the room.
どういうことだべ
What's her deal?
でも
I think you went too far taking her room key like that. Yeah, she is very, very, very 7. Not age. For her, that wasn't far enough. Or maybe she gets off on the attention. Can't believe her enjoying getting yelled at.
黙れ
You're getting you're getting noisy again, Toko.
おい
Sorry, I can still hear you. The sound of you breathing, of your heart beating, it grates on me. Are you telling her to die? I mean, I know how you feel, but what's Kyoko gonna do now? Plus the situation. It's just like before. No different from when everyone started accusing Sakura. And I'm no different either. I still can't stop anyone. Ah! What the hell? Why are you yelling for all of a sudden?
だって
Cause, look. It's you! How long have you been standing there? I'm very, very angry! Angry at what? At the thief. Yes, that's right. I'm very sad to have to tell you there's a thief in your midst. What? My precious. They stole it. Your precious?
先生は
Your teeth.
お前らのこと信じてたのにそんなお前らに裏切られるなんてしょぼーん
Reality is filled with so much hardship, isn't it? No wonder people run away into their fantasies.
ね
What the heck is your precious? Shut up. I hope all of you get stuck in a hiring freeze and die penniless in the street. Wow, with their ages right now, I think that might be correct.
どういうことだべ?
And he's gone. What the heck was that all about? He said something about his precious getting stolen. Does anyone have any idea what that might mean? Likely has something to do with Kyoko. Huh? Who else other than her would be willing and able to steal something from Monokuma? Did Kyoko really steal something from Monokuma? If that's true, what was it? And why would she do that? Excuse me. Uh-oh, we need to get out of here. We can talk about this tomorrow, and about Kyoko. However, what just happened with Monokuma and Kyoko, I feel like there's something in the air. I would suggest you take extra precautions tonight. Stay in your rooms, don't go wandering around. Like we need to tell you that, tell us that. Well then, let's disperse. I'll see you all tomorrow. Following his lead, each of us went back to our rooms. Ah, that's right. I need to put away the knife that I got from Toko. I think the safest place for it will be in my desk drawer. But anyway, is Kyoko really gonna be okay? She can't go into her room. What's she gonna do? What she's gonna do? Isn't there something I can do? Something I can... As I opened my eyes, I'd realized I'd fallen asleep without realizing it. But more important, I hear the doorbell? Kyoko. I'll be waiting for you in the dressing room. See you there. Hey, wait, Kyoko! Without acknowledging me, Kyoko disappeared into the depths of the darkened hallway. I know we're not supposed to go out during nighttime, but I can't just not go. Sorry for asking you to meet with me so late. It's okay, I'm used to it. Indeed. Well then, let me get straight to the point. It's something you can't talk about in front of the surveillance cameras, right? So does that mean... Does this have something to do with whatever you stole from Monokuma? Monokuma told us earlier that someone had stolen something from him. Was it you? That's right. Well, I was right. But what did you steal? Stole this. A key. But looking at it, I could tell it wasn't just any key. It was shaped like Monokuma, probably the only key of its kind on Earth. Where did you get this? From the headmaster's room. You snuck into the headmaster's room? But it wasn't locked? The lock was broken. What? It was Sakura. She did it for us. She did? Remember what she said in her room? Or remember what she said in her note? I'm not just gonna lay down and die. I will fight you. So Sakura broke into the headmaster's room before us? That's right. So that we could uncover whatever secrets might lay hidden within. She did that for us. She violated school regulations to help us. She'd already decided to die, so her last act was to defy the rules of this place. I noticed the room was open after the class trial was over yesterday. But if I just strolled into the room, Monokuma would have noticed right away, which is why I used you as a decoy. So you asked me to meet you at the data center in order to... Correct. I wanted you to draw Monokuma's attention. I took that opportunity to sneak into the headmaster's room. As a result, I found this key. Wow. Then what you told me when you told me about yesterday, did that come from the headmaster's room too?
戦場ムクロ、この学園に潜む16人目の高校生、超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生、戦場ムクロに気をつけて。
Alright, I'm watching out for her. Did you find out about this Mukuro Ikusaba while you were in there? I did find a file in the headmaster's room that talked about her, yes. I don't know all the details yet, but one thing I do know is that Mukuro Ikusaba is dangerous. Dangerous?
つまり
She may very well be the mastermind. Mastermind. But didn't Alter Ego say that the headmaster was probably the mastermind?
違うわ。
No, the headmaster isn't the mastermind. I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I have no doubt I'm right. Make such a strong statement without proof. That's not like Kyoko at all. But if it isn't the headmaster, does that mean Mukuro Ikusaba could really be the mastermind?
とにかく
Anyway, this key is the one big opportunity I've been waiting to get our hands on. Now that we've grasped it, we can't let it go, can we? Sure, I mean, what's this key even unlock?
それは
I don't know yet, which is why. I need you to draw Monokuma's attention again while I go and find out. Wait, so are you planning on sneaking back in again? Can't, that's way too dangerous. And you want me to draw his attention? But we don't actually know there's just one mastermind, right? If there's more than one person watching us.
そうかしら。
But they didn't catch on last night, right? Maybe we just got lucky.
ね
Or maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Huh? Like I said, we didn't get caught last night. But as you said, maybe it was pure luck. Which is why we're going to run the experiment one more time. And if we're successful again, then that may have just been a lucky guess. Then what may have just been a lucky guess will be proven true. As Kyoko talked, she was calm and collected as ever. I couldn't help but just stand there and listen.
ね
If it's true that the mastermind can't watch us and control Monokuma at the same time, then there would have to be a period of time where the mastermind is vulnerable. What we need to do is find out for sure if that's actually true, and if we can exploit it. Maybe, but no matter what the reward, the risk is just too high. When I think what might happen if we fail,
なんで
I don't think you need to worry about that much. I don't think you have to worry all that much, after all. With minimal restrictions, you are free to explore Pope's Peak Academy at your discretion. No restrictions have been placed on our efforts to solve the mystery, am I wrong? Even when I took the key, I didn't break any rules as far as I can tell. But if the mastermind decides to do something, all the rules in the world won't matter. He can just kill us without a second thought.
なるほどね。
I see. In that case, even if the plan fails, we'll still be able to prove or disprove that hypothesis. What?
そう。
In a moment of crisis, the mastermind will break their own rules or adhere to them no matter... In a moment of crisis, will the mastermind break their own rules or adhere to them no matter what?
つまり
In other words, we gain something whether we succeed or not. There's no reason not to do it, right? But
先に進むためには
if you
危
spend
険を避けては通れない。
all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger. But if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice.
ね
Am I wrong? That moment I finally realized. I had never seen the slightest hint of fear or despair in Kyoko's eyes. Her gaze was firmly fixed on the mystery ahead, the enemy standing before us, and with that in view, she just smiled. I can't change how I feel, and wouldn't if I could. And Kyoko took something from her coat pocket and held it out to me. What's this?
そうね。
Consider it a symbol of my determination. Don't open it yet. Only open it if something ever happens to me. If something happens?
でも
I'm not planning on dying. But there's always a chance of it, and a death without meaning is unappealing.
ね
Please, I want you to hold on to it for me. Fine, I'll hold on to it just because you asked me to. But I'm gonna give it back at some point. You can be sure of that.
え、ええ、
Yes, of course.
ね
Oh, and one more thing. You can't tell anyone else about what I've discovered. Sure, because then there's a chance the mastermind might find out, right?
ええ
Well, there's that too. I mean, there's something else?
そう
It's nothing. Forget I said anything. Can't just forget that easily.
じゃあ
Shall we begin?
苗木くん
I'm counting on you, Makoto. I just have to get Monokuma's attention, right? Well, I'll give it my best shot.
じゃあね
I'm going on ahead. The rest is up to you. Her curt goodbye was no different from any other time. And like every other time, she moved at a brisk pace as she left. What wasn't like every other time was the sudden knot I felt in my stomach as I watched her walk away. No, everything's gonna be fine, I know it. Because it's Kyoko. Talking to myself helped shake off some of my anxiety. And then I got to work. Okay, then let's do this. Hey Monokuma, you can see me, right? Get out here, I got a bone to pick with you. Then a few moments later...
モノクマ登場だよ
Oh, wow, this is a surprise. You being the one to call me out.
ねえね
Hey, by the way. Huh?
え怪しいな
What were you and Kyoko up to? Going to the bathhouse? Just the two of you in the middle of the night? Definitely a hot and steamy moment, wouldn't you say? So warm and wet. So wet and warm. I bet you guys... removed to conform with local and international censorship laws. All over her, didn't you?
しょぼ
Not gonna talk, huh? Sure, I get it. Well, whatever. Unlike you, I have absolutely no interest in late-night bath scenes.
えへん
Because I like to maintain a healthy life of observation, far away from X-rated exploits. Oh, so is that why there's no surveillance camera in the bathhouse?
行く
Bullseye. Or is it maybe because the lens gets all fogged up and you can't see anything anyway? Sounds like that's the bullseye to me.
なんかよ
Anyway, you went to all that trouble to get me out of here. Now what do you want? Oh, well, there's just something I wanted to confirm with you.
はにゃはにゃ
Whether I'm a mademoiselle or a dude fella,
実は
but in the Bear Kingdom there is no male or female. Actually there is. Seriously?
僕の
Then what am I?
大
My entire existence.
テンション
That's enough. I'll get stuck if I think about it too much. What did you really want to ask me? Oh, well, you told us earlier that your precious have been stolen. What's this precious of yours?
どういうつもり
Listen, I'm sure this is a silly question. No way it's possible and all, but... That's seriously what you dragged me out here to ask me? You gotta be kidding me. You gotta be 100 megaton freaking kidding me. You're gonna ask something useful. If you're not gonna ask something useful, like how to get the best honey or ursine breeding tips,
うん
this is just crazy. Are all pubescent boys... Are all pubescent teen boys as nutty as you?
なんだろ
God, you're so annoying. Fine, I'll tell you what it was. It was a key and... That's it. What was that second thing? It's a blank, stupid. A secret. Fill it in yourself. Making me trudge all the way out here for that. I'd like to see what's going on in that brain of yours. And the next time you summon me for something so stupid, I'll open up your skull and find out. Dropping more than a few swear words, Monokuma stormed off. Ugh. I hope I kept him distracted long enough. Now all I can do is wait and hope Kyoko makes it out okay. No, she'll be fine. It's Kyoko after all. I'm sure she's fine. Right? I went back to my room and laid down, doing my best to settle my nerves and get back to sleep.
CM 劇場株式会社スパイ君の提供でお送りします
Okay. Huh? What the fuck am I watching? Why this? Sakura's Revenge, the game the world has been waiting for. Unfortunately, development has been canceled. Of course, if enough people buy Danganronpa, what the okay. I'm looking very much forward to that game whenever it comes out. This super stylish, super fashionable game was canceled during development, but it'll start back up again if Danganronpa sells well. And you guys have to recommend it to your friends too. That's amazing. Incredible work. Incredible work shilling your game. They made Ultra Despair. Oh, brother. My body feels so heavy this morning. Must be because I woke up, I was up so late last night. Anyway, I need to get to the dining hall. Hopefully Kyoko is alive. Oh, fuck. You're 1 minute late, Makoto. How do you explain this? Sorry, I'm not feeling so great today. Really think a tired excuse like that is gonna work? Huh? Are you allowed to talk again? I don't recall giving you permission. Just thought, I mean, since a day had passed, maybe a reset. Sorry. Please don't hate me. Whatever my punishment is, I'll accept it. I'll hang a sign from my neck that says bad girl. I'll clean your bathroom with my toothbrush. If you stop making disgusting comments like that, maybe I can forgive you. Thank you. I won't make any more disgusting comments, I promise. But if I do, you can stuff my mouth full of... As long as it's you and no one else, I don't mind. It's no use. She's disgusting to the bone. Anyway, where's Kyoko? I haven't seen her this morning. Not cool. This is worse than being late for lunch, for a date, for your wedding, or anything. Maybe she's mad about what happened yesterday, and she's not going to show up anymore? Can't tell the others why Kyoko might not be here. Best thing to do right now is to just keep quiet. Whatever her reason, I'm curious to know what she is doing. I know she's not in her room, so... Oh yeah, you still have her key, right? Ah, are you looking for Miss Kirigiri? What do you want now? I'm right? You're wondering where Miss Kirigiri is, right? Do you know where she is? Well, it's hard to say. You don't know either? Because he doesn't know. That's why he's here, to try and prod us for information. Hey, don't you hate it when you ask someone what their favorite movie is and they name some indie bullcrap? I feel like I'm getting whiplash the way he changes subjects like that. Thank goodness, it looks like Monokuma really didn't notice. So I guess our plan went off fine last night. Which could mean... maybe the mastermind can't monitor us and control Monokuma at the same time. Could she have been right about that? So, I was right. You're looking for Miss Kirigiri. Any idea where she might have gone? We have no idea. And even if we did know, we wouldn't tell you. For serious? I see. Well, fine, whatever. I don't even care anymore. Sayonara, suckers. As soon as he was gone, we all glanced around at each other. So, what was that just now? Does that mean Monokuma doesn't know where she is either? It would seem that way. Where the heck could she have gone? Don't you think we should all go look for her? Now would you suggest to approach that task? Even Monokuma can't seem to locate her. Yeah, how can he not know where she is? So strange. Kyoko must have used that key to sneak into some unknown part of the school. But somewhere even Monokuma wouldn't notice? Where could it be? We spent the rest of the breakfast talking about where Kyoko could have gone. Afterwards, we returned to our rooms. Ugh. Breakfast didn't help me feel any more upbeat, that's for sure. I feel like this is more than just me staying up late last night. Alright, who do I want to spend a day with? Or not a day, but like some time. I wonder if... Actually, let's do the gacha. So we can get some more things. Hopefully get some new things. Mano machine. Those look like some bloomers. That's pumice. That was not 4 coins. That was not 5 coins. That looks like a push pop. Again, I did the wrong number of coins. That's a creepy doll. Pancake curry or pancake mix? I can't tell. Crystal skull. Very nice. Ooh. Salt pile. Come on, you gotta give me something new. No. Another yearbook. I could give those to Toko. Maybe. I don't know. I can't give that to anyone. That's a baseball. How did they do that in the dub? I don't watch the dub of JoJo, or at least some clips of that. Ooh. What did I get today? Yep, sea salt. A basic seasoning produced from the evaporation of seawater. It also sees use as a preservative. Royal Curry, a curry pack made for kids. It's made with expensive, high-quality ingredients you wouldn't expect from a kid's food. Torneco's pants. The latest style from premier gothic Lolita fashion label Wonder Dungeon. Since Hope's Peak doesn't have a barber, the students are responsible for cutting their own hair. Rose in vitro. A small rose stored inside a test tube. It's good for both hellos and farewells. In the language of flowers, a red rose means passionate love. A porcelain doll. Due to the exquisite craftsmanship of the doll and its clothing, many people still collect and prize them to this very day. Oh? Ice. A man's fantasy. Oh, a wash basin. Proof that you cleared the prologue. It's a patch that displays Hope's Peak Academy school crest. Proof that you cleared Chapter 1. The name doesn't sound pleasant. It creates a foreboding sense that something very bad has begun. It's Mondo's old trench coat, which has the name of the country's greatest biker gang leader embroidered on it. Hifumi created this costume at the school, but the quality is so high it's hard to imagine it was made solely with materials in the school. It's the only thing left of Alter Ego. Oh my god. Let's see about giving the shears to Toko. I will save before then. When are we ever gonna get out of here? Not that I've much to look forward to if I did get out. Yes. What, more pity? Aren't you such a good person showing me all this pity? Toko and I grew a little closer today. Yes. She doesn't like it. What do you like? You don't really, do you? No, you're just trying to trick me, trying to make me the butt of your joke. I get the impression she liked it. That's good. I thought Toko hated me. It's not like she's going out of her way to avoid me. Still, we're not actually talking either. I'm trying to get the fucking skills, man. Hey, Togo. What? Do you have a question? You have a question for your classmate? Is she happy? Kinda asked before, but what do you like to do in your spare time? I just write. I'm serialized, so I'm always really busy. And when I'm not writing, I'm studying. I'm not an idiot like you. Ah, oh, damn it. I had to go and open my big mouth again. Must hate me for sure now, right? No, it didn't really bother me. But I can't believe you actually write novels and that people all over the world would read them. So how do you get your ideas? Oh, she probably hates that question. Is it like real life experience or... Are you stupid? What? I told you, didn't I? I write romance novels. How could I use my real life experiences for that? It's all from my imagination. It's just delusions. Delusions let you fall in love as much as you want, even if you never do in real life. Or are you saying you can't write romance unless you already have lots of experience in love? No, not at all. It's okay, I'm used to people making fun of me. But... someday I'll show them, someday I'll get pretty someday and show them all. Boiling over like magma, Toko stormed off. This time I'm sure she hates me. Aw, man, I'm not getting that skill. I feel even worse than I did this morning. My body feels like lead and now I'm getting chills. It's bad. I think I might be getting sick. Where are you, Byakuya? What can I give you? What do you think about Berserker armor? Are you stupid? I'm stupid. I'm clearly the stupid one here. If you insist, I suppose I can accept it. I'm getting the chills. I feel kind of dizzy. Can't help it. I need sleep. Nighttime wasn't for a while, but I felt like my body had reached its limit. As I dropped onto my bed, I felt like I was falling into a bottomless pit. I was unconscious before my head hit the pillow. Well, that's not quite true. I didn't pass out completely. It was more like my consciousness went dim. I weaved back and forth between sleep and wakefulness. Which is all to say... I was restless. At some point, I found myself wandering through a strange dream. And within the dream, a voice echoed across the walls of my mind.
僕は
I
知っている。
understand. That voice, it's so familiar. It's
僕は知っている。
me.
僕は知っている。僕は全部知っているはずだ。僕の目的はここに残ることなんだ。
Huh? What am I trying to say?
希望。すべては希望のため。だから残らなくちゃいけない。ここに残。なんだ今の夢。変な。
Holy fuck. Holy shit, it's Rey Mysterio.
Kirikiri-san? なんて言ったの。何を言って。
Obviously not. He's obviously not doing so good. Every day is peaceful. Every day is joyful. Happy days from the time you wake up to the time you go to sleep. Wishing only for those unchanging, unending happy days. Days of boredom repeating forever and ever. No abnormalities as far as the eye can see. Life without the tiniest speck of abnormality.
そんな世界があるとしたら、それってものすごく異常だと思うんです。
True that.
お前ら、おはようございます。朝です。7時になりました。起床時間ですよ。さて、今日も張り切っていきましょう。
It took longer than usual for me to open my eyes. I let out a deep sigh to bring myself up the rest of the way. Chills, the aches, the unfathomable lethargy. They had all disappeared in the night. All that was left was me, drenched in sweat. It wasn't just because of whatever bug I'd caught either. It was also the dream I'd had. What the hell was that? I mean, was it even really a dream? I was desperate to recall it. I scrambled to grab onto fragments of the dream and reel them up from the depths of my memory. That's right, I remember last night. Came down with a fever and couldn't quite get to sleep. And I heard a voice I didn't really understand. And then... all of a sudden I was awake. And there was a strange person standing next to my bed, wearing a mask. And they were holding a knife. I want to say I fought them off, but I don't actually remember. I felt like my mind had been detached from my body, burning up with a fever. I was somewhere far away, watching my body move on its own, and because of that, I don't remember what really happened. But still, Feel like I resisted them desperately, feverishly. After that, things go black again. The next thing I remember, Kyoko was there. But what would she have been doing in my room? What a strange dream. No, was it really a dream? How can I possibly find out either way? Alright, check your desk drawer. I open the desk drawer and... Huh? It's empty. There's nothing inside. Nothing inside? That's strange. Because it definitely wasn't before. I'm positive I put the knife I got from Toko in there. Wait, that means... the knife they told me to keep safe. I knew it. I just had a feeling. It wasn't a dream after all. But if that's true, this all makes even less sense. Why would someone have wanted to attack me? And who was that behind the mask? And why was Kyoko? What the hell's going on? I don't think I'm gonna figure it out on my own. Should head to the dining hall, then I can talk to everyone else about it. Oh boy. Ah, Makoto. Yep, that's Makoto. Sure as the sky's blue. Hey, Hina. You really had me worried, you know. What happened to you last night? Worried? Yeah, right after nighttime hit, we all went to get you. We were hammering away at your doorbell, but you never answered. We thought maybe you'd been, you know... I mean, not that that actually happened. I mean, nobody here would want to, you know... So anyway, what were you doing? I didn't feel good, so I went right to bed. I had no idea you guys even showed up. But why did you come to get me? Did something happen? Well, lots of stuff, actually. I'm not sure I can really explain. Let's go meet up with everyone else, and then they can tell you about it. So is everyone waiting somewhere else or something? Oh yeah, we stayed up the whole night. We all stayed up the whole night. The whole night? I lost at rock, paper, scissors, so I had to come get breakfast for everyone. So you got in here just in time. Come on, help me carry it. Okay, sure. Everyone's in the gym. Hurry up, I'll meet you there. The gym? Why is everyone in the gym? And the entire night? Uh-oh. $360 and walk to gym. Ah, there he is. This is worse being late for your wedding, the birth of your son, and your own funeral all at once. Jeez, to show up now like it's no big deal. You made us stay up all night while you slept like a baby in your bed? Just like Hina said, everyone was there besides Kyoko. Then I noticed. They'd formed a circle around something. As soon as I saw what that something was. What the? Before I could catch myself, I'd cried out. Spread out in front of them were the remains of Monokuma. What are you doing? What the fuck? Relax, there's no danger. You say that, but... What is this? What are you guys doing? It looks like it's been professionally disassembled. How is that possible? Tearing something apart like that isn't dangerous? Seriously, what are you thinking? How can you say tearing apart something like that isn't dangerous? Idiot. If you hadn't been sleeping in, you'd already know what's going on. Well, I guess I'll handle this. I'll explain what's going on, Makoto, because that's how much I like you. Byakuya found this little fellow laying around. Then we tore it apart. That doesn't explain anything. Just before we went back to bed last night, I came to the gym to try and talk to Monokuma. I wanted to see if he had any new information about Kyoko's disappearance. And I found him here, just like normal. However, when I found him, he was no more than a regular toy. He didn't react. He didn't say a word. You're saying he wasn't moving at all? I waited until nighttime officially began, but still Monokuma had laid there motionless. I gathered everyone up as quickly as possible so they could take a look. Even then, he still didn't make a move. So I immediately initiated the disassembly process. It was Master's stroke of genius, a chance to find out what made Monokuma tick. One thing we discovered is that he's quite a sophisticated machine. It's leagues beyond any normal remote control toy. Who has enough free time to invest in something like that anyway? But beside that, what I'm worrying is, why did he stop moving all of a sudden? I thought maybe he'd malfunction, but we didn't find any cause as we were taking him apart. So if he didn't break down, then maybe something happened to his puppeteer and the mastermind, something unexpected. I can't imagine any other possibility. Something unexpected? They were probably so scared of Master they ran away in terror. Or maybe they got sick or something. But Monokuma made his announcement this morning, right? Who was that, if not the mastermind? Oh, I'm sure that's a recording. It's set to a timer in places necessary. That's true. He says the exact same thing every day, right? Hey guys, I don't think now's a good time for light conversation. I just found It's what? A bomb. There's one installed in every Monokuma robot, I'm sure. Bomb? Super bad. We need to get rid of it. Roger that. It appears the bomb has a motion sensor. Any sudden movements, and sure to go off. Motion sensor? You're serious? I'm starting to get all shaky. Hey, get it together. You're a man, aren't you? I'm fine. I'm totally fine. So you're not fine. You're all, Oh, I probably should have mentioned. The motion sensor is off right now. Jeez, don't scare me like that. God, you're like the world's most spineless worm of the century. Hey, come on. This century's just getting started. Don't call the race already. Whatever, just hurry up and put the bomb down. Hanging onto it's not going to do anyone any good. Oh, yeah, good call. Okay, it's down. Everything's all good. Hiro put the bomb down, but that wasn't my main concern at that point. My eyes were glued to Monokuma's remains. It just stopped moving all of a sudden. Was it really because something had happened to the mastermind that they weren't expecting? But what could it have been? When I thought about it, I couldn't help but think back to the night before. Being attacked by that masked figure. Hey, Makoto? Huh? Don't us. Do you hear a thing we just said? Huh? So that's a no. What are you, some kind of brain-dead farm animal? Sorry. You were saying since we're done dismantling Monokuma, what should we do now? And we've decided to continue our offensive assault. Try and uncover the mastermind's true identity. We're going to break into the headmaster's room. Really? Since the mastermind appears to have stopped all activity, now's our chance, wouldn't you agree? But if the mastermind comes back while we're in there, if you're scared, you're welcome to stay here by yourself. Or go live in the chicken coop with all the other chickens. You can be chicken number 6. This is a battle, a fight to the death between us and the mastermind. We don't have time to deliberate. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to have to kill each other or anyone else, but we have a chance now. So, what are you going to do? Are you going to run away or are you going to fight? You're right, I'll go with you. Okay, then we're going to break into the headmaster's room. Everything comes down to this moment. Anything can happen, so prepare yourselves. I'll follow you anywhere, Master, to all the ends of the earth. Sakura, if you can hear me, lend me your strength. I can do this. I'm a man and I can do this. I've got the will of the entire universe on my side. We each found determination in our own ways, and when we were ready, we left the gym. Our target was the headmaster's room on the 4th floor of the school. Naturally, Master's the one to show such bravery. Just make sure you don't get in his way. Sakura's gonna be watching over us. Oh wait, what? So we're definitely gonna find something to help us bring this to an end. We finally reached the climax. So let's hurry up and finish it before the mastermind catches us all. This is where we expose every last detail of the mastermind. Is everyone ready? It's locked, as expected. So, what are you gonna do? Isn't it obvious? We're gonna tear this door off its hinges. Wait, but the rules say... We've seen that the mastermind isn't watching us. Those don't matter anymore. But like Makoto said, if the mastermind did show up while we were in there, then we'll just have to finish our business before that can happen. Okay, sure, but... We've come this far. We can't back down now. We agreed to this. We've agreed this is what we have to do, so we have to do it. So beautiful. Serious? We don't have any choice. We're desperate. Let's do it. Let's rip this door down. How are we gonna do that? This thing looks pretty sturdy. Then we'll need something sturdy of our own. Oh, what about that one thing? Thing in the tool shed. Oh yeah, the pickaxe. Interesting. That could very well exactly what we need. Now then, Toko, what time is it? Well, when we left the gym, it was just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 o'clock on the dot now. Okay, go get the pickaxe and be back here by 9:01. That's straight up unreasonable. By myself? Surely you like to have me time once in a while, right? Well, if it's me and you, Time Master, then yeah. You know how much time it took you to say that? 10 seconds. Take too long and I'll erase your existence from my consciousness. Unacceptable. With that, Toko ran off, loud as a herd of rabid elephants. Just gonna knock this door down? No problem is solved by running away. Find your stones and be a man. He's right. You can't move forward by always avoiding danger. You spend all your time trying to avoid danger, you'll never move forward. We know the danger, but if that risk means solving the mystery, we have no choice. Am I wrong? Even if it's dangerous, we have to overcome the challenges in front of us. Maybe, but I'm still super stressed. I'm so tense I can hardly talk. I'm all no, I'm totally Fap sauce. Gross, where'd that come from? Wait, Jill? Where'd you come from? Hello, it's the wonderfulest, murderous fiend, here to greet you with a razor-sharp smile. What about the pickaxe? Where is it? I was supposed to pick an axe? No, you sleeping imbecile, the pickaxe. Seeping imbecile. Seeping imbecile. Oh, master, you wound me with your executive level barbs. Here comes the bloody nose. Seriously, though, did you forget the pickaxe? Omega-3 fatty acids, that's what you need. Great for the old memory factory. But I think we're already established that their memory doesn't carry over when they switch. This is a level of uselessness I find difficult to tolerate. Ah, the light bulb just went on. That's why I went over to the garden, right? I was supposed to get the pickaxe? Well, then that's one more mystery solved. That means there's one more mystery left. One more mystery? Yep. We just need to figure out the identity of Object X. What are you talking about? Did you already forget what we were talking about? You're like missing out on life. I'm not missing out on life. In fact, I found one in the garden. What? What did you find? Corpus. Corpus. Did you hear me? I said corpse. Corpse. That's right. I found a corpse in the garden. Found a corpse in the garden? Well then, before we head to the headmaster's room, it appears we have something else to look into. We're going to the garden. Okay. As soon as we entered the garden, I saw it. I didn't want to, but... Uh-oh. I saw something laying on the ground with a mask covering their face. And there was a knife. Buried in their stomach up to the hilt. What the... Are they really dead? For sure, but... Who is it? Ooh. Just to make things clear. Last night I was attacked by someone wearing a mask. And whoever that was, now they're... I don't know why, but now they're laying dead in front of me. I told you there's a corpse hanging out here. Are they really dead? Is this a dead body? You need to begin looking around right away. However, be ever so careful. There's no telling what you might find. We need to find out who this actually is, but there's no way to tell with the mask covering their face like that. The white coat they're wearing makes it impossible to tell anything about the body itself. The victim is a total mystery, but one thing I do know is that whoever did this, they attacked me last night in my room. But why? How did they wind up dead in here? Their heart isn't beating, they're not breathing. All signs of life have come to a complete stop. Thanks to the knife that's been driven into their stomach, their clothes are stained a bright red. It appears the bleeding has stopped, but the blood that's there is still wet. Be careful. Be careful you don't touch it and get some on you. How can you be so calm at a time like this? Who is it? Their face and body are all hidden, so I don't have a clue. I'm pretty sure it's a girl at least. How can you tell? Well, I think I see the outline of her chest and just the general shape of the body. And the more I look, the more I'm sure it's a girl. Really? Then it could be... Okay, then. Let's just tear the mask clean off. Wait, don't. But by the time he called out, it was already too late. Toko's hand shot out toward the mask. And in the next instant... There was a blind light and a deafening roar. The body blew up. It blew up, 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 what the fuck? My vision started to darken. I prepared to pass out. But then... Hurry up and put out the fire. As my consciousness attempted to float away, that voice reached up and pulled it back down to earth. Someone pressed something into my hands. It was a bucket of water. Come on, dump the water on it. Okay, okay. The upper half of the body was on fire. I took aim and tossed the water as hard as I could. Sploosh. Thankfully, that was enough to put out the fire. It died down, leaving behind the only the unpleasant smell of burning. I guess that took care of that. What the hell, man? It exploded? I had a bad feeling about that body, but I never imagined it would explode. Now the body. It's burnt to a crisp. It's beyond well done, man. Don't compare it to a steak. I'll never be able to eat steak again. But now that the body's charred, I really have no idea. How are we going to find out who it was? who isn't here right now? Huh? If we consider who's not here, that will quickly narrow down who it must be. There's only one person missing. It's Kyoko. Kyoko? That dead body is Kyoko? Oh, that can't be right. Calm down. I didn't say it was Kyoko. But I mean, who else? There is one other person. The mastermind. What? The mastermind? Come on, there's no way the mastermind got charbroiled? That gets serious. I agree. Normally the idea wouldn't be worth considering. But I have reason to believe it may be true. The mastermind being dead would explain that other matter, wouldn't it? Monokuma can hardly move around if its master is dead, right? But that corpse is a girl, right? It doesn't make any sense. I mean, remember what Alter Ego said? So that same person may very well be the mastermind who planned this all out. And according to the file, the headmaster is a man in his late 30s. And it seems possible, even likely, that he's somewhere in this school right now. Said the mastermind is some middle-aged dude, right? Which the corpse obviously isn't. Then could that mean the mastermind isn't the headmaster? Is it the teenage girl Kyoko told me about? The ultimate despair? Huh? Mukuro Ikusaba, the 16th student at Hope's Peak. What are you talking about? The other day Kyoko confided in me. She said there was a 16th student here in the school. I think you'd better tell everything. Yeah, but I think you'd better tell us everything you know. Well, all Kyoko told me was... It sounded like Kyoko thinks Mukuro Ikusaba is the mastermind. No, the headmaster is the mastermind, I'm sure of that. What? I don't have proof yet, but I've no doubt I'm right. There's another student here and it's a female? That would match the body's characteristics. Thank you everyone for telling me to watch out for her. That phrase, the ultimate despair, it sounds super mastermindy, doesn't it? So the mastermind is this girl Mukuro, and she's a student here, and she's the ultimate despair? But if she's been hiding here in the school like some teenage Bigfoot, how'd she wind up burned to a crisp? None of this makes any sense. To just suddenly show up and then die? I think we better take a closer look at the body. There may be some clues to help us figure out exactly who it is. Hey, wait! What? Aren't we forgetting something? You know, Toko? Yeah, she totally got blown up, huh? Forget about her. I'm sure the explosion vaporized her. Okay. Oh, she survived. Oh, she survived. What just happened? Master, you declared for the whole world to hear that you would never inhale a single molecule of oxygen. Oh, then I don't mind breathing in the carbon dioxide you exhale. That's enough for me to live. This is the strangest back and forth I've ever seen. I should take a close look at the body one more time. Watch yourself, Makoto. She may be dead, but she's still a girl. Don't worry, I'm not planning on touching the body all that much. I'm not Kyoko, after all. Hold on, there's something on the ground there. Something next to the body. It's a key? Is it what Kyoko took from Monokuma? What did you steal? I stole this. Key. Looking at it, I can tell it wasn't just... yeah. That's right, the key she stole was shaped like Monokuma. This isn't anything like that. And this key is... What is it? Did you find something? Yeah, this was on the ground near the body. I've never seen this key before. What could it possibly go to? So even you don't know then? Makoto, I'm gonna give you a very important task. Huh? That key might give you access to certain areas we thought were locked. You mean the biolab, the data center, the headmaster's room, the dorms room on the second floor, the dorm rooms on the second floor? It's in your hands. So I'm your errand boy now? Biolab. Monday Night Raw. The key isn't even close to fitting. Maybe it's the data center? Why is this, why are these sound effects still playing? Is the game broken? Why am I hearing nature sounds? Fits. Then this is the key to the data center. I'd managed to unlock the data center. I guess all that running around paid off. I have to go tell everyone else. Immediately headed back to the garden. So, you're back. How'd it go? Oh god, the sounds are doubled up now. Found out which room the key goes to. It's the data center down on the 4th floor. Okay. Down on the 4th floor. Then we can get into the data center now? Interesting. But why did the now deceased have that key on them? I suppose we'll just have to go to the data center and find out. I think you're right. Here we are. Looks like the door is still unlocked. So when you open that door, there's not going to be like another huge kaboom like before, right? You're asking that question now? Don't worry, we have Makoto. It's in your hands. Again? It means I trust you. That's an absolute lie. I'm just being used. I reached out and put my hand on the door. Closed my eyes and tried to clear my mind. With a silent prayer, I slowly opened the door. Nothing happened. After making sure I was still alive, I slowly opened my eyes. Ooh. Ooh. In a word, the room was strange. I mean, all the rooms up until now were strange, but this room had a special kind of strangeness. It wasn't a surface fear like the rest of the school. Here, the fear was lurking beneath the surface. The room was filled with that kind of dread. Hey, that's... Hiro extended a trembling hand and pointed. Look at all those monitors on the wall. Look at what they're showing. Each monitor displayed a different section of the school. The dorms, the classrooms, every part of the school was covered. It says it's the direct feed from every single surveillance camera. All the cameras in the school fed back into this room. And they're displayed here on the monitors. So the sole purpose of this room is to watch us. To watch us? Then this room is the Mastermind's private room, without a doubt. The Mastermind's room. I guess that makes sense. So the Mastermind was here. Watching us. Then I think this settles it. The body in the garden. If they had the key to this room, it can only mean one thing. That was the body of Mukuro Ikusaba, and she was the Mastermind. And the Mastermind is dead? Like, really, really dead? It would seem so. For serious? Serious? It's too bad they had to go and die before Master could kill them himself. Mastermind is dead? Could that really be true? Does that mean it's all over? Does that mean that body? Whatever happened, they obviously didn't die a natural death. So, who was it that... But if the Mastermind really is dead, then that means we can finally get out of this hellhole. We gotta hurry up and find the exit. Come on. Seriously? You're dropping frames like this now? Come on, man. What the fuck? Is the stream still functional? Can y'all still hear me? Fuck. Ugh. If I cut off the stream. I think the Twitch stream should be fine. Can I get a confirmation from any of you that the Twitch stream is fine? Because it looks like it stopped. Yeah, it looks like it stopped dropping frames. Yeah, it was like dropping frames there for like a solid like 3 minutes or something. All right, let's continue. All right. We have to check it thoroughly first. But what about the exit? If the Mastermind truly is dead, we can leave whenever we decide to. But right now, we need to find out why the Mastermind set up this life or death game in the first place. And I'm bothered by the fact that the Mastermind was obviously murdered. Murdered? So you think so too? Naturally. The state of the corpse make it plain as day. There is absolutely no doubt. The Mastermind was murdered. Why has it got to be that way? I mean, who could have ever even done it? That's exactly why I said we need to investigate the purpose and identity of the Mastermind. Now do you understand? Useless insect, you're banned from talking to Master ever again. Mastermind's purpose. Why they were killed. This room may very well hold the answers to those questions. After all, the Mastermind must have spent who knows how much time here. Let's begin our search. It's time to uncover the identity of the Mastermind. There's a ridiculous number of monitors here. And the mastermind's been using them all to spy on us. As long as I have this. Huh? Look at Master go. It's like a feast for the eyes. How much is a monthly membership? There's nothing showing up on this one. Hey, look at that. Next to that TV. Isn't that a TV antenna? Hey, it is. It's just like the one my grandma uses. It's totally one of those high-def antennas. Wait, so if we hook that antenna up, we can watch TV? Someone say TV? Well, Saturday morning Hina's here. Oh, are you talking about me? Anyway, if we can watch TV, let's do it. Come on. Starved for info from the outside world, huh? Alright, let me work my magic, and you'll be quantum leaping your way into TV land before you know it. Man, I get the reference, but what's he talking about? Okay. There's a bunch of computers all lined up. They look like high-performance PCs, nothing like the ancient laptop Alter Ego was installed on. They're all on, but they seem to be locked. So what, we can't do anything? Just use your fighting spirit to force your way in. What century are you from? Mastermind must have been using these to monitor the network. An Alter Ego. You may well be right about that, but there's no point in thinking about it now. This door is kinda creepy. It's got a picture of Monokuma on it. What could be inside? No luck. The door's locked, huh? What if you use that key that opened this room? Let's give it a try, just in case. Nope. No good. It won't even fit in the keyhole. Oh. Well, don't worry about it. Everything's fine. Mastermind's dead, right? So nothing's gonna happen to us. Yeah, I guess you're right. Can't stop thinking about that door with Monokuma's picture on it. But worrying about it isn't gonna do any good. Hina's right. The Mastermind's gone, so there's nothing to be afraid of anymore. Oh. What's wrong? Good news for all you Saturday morning kiddies out there. I got the TV working. Really? Now all we gotta do is switch it on. And do it. Freaking idiot Mastermind. All you guys need to cut free from your regrets to the outside world. And they were sitting here watching TV the whole time? They really thought they could get away with it? Oh. This is... The feed's coming from the surveillance camera monitoring this room, isn't it? That's weird. Hey, what are you doing? That's really weird. You're weird. Weird in every way possible. And not just weird, super weird. But this TV isn't hooked up to anything but the antenna. So how is it showing the camera feed? Try changing the channel? Oh, good idea. Let's give that a try. Hero went through each channel one by one. But on every channel, it was just us. It was a live feed of us standing in the data center. What the heck? Is it broken or something? No, there must be some kind of trick to it. Some weird setup. A trick? What kind of trick? I'm not sure, but... Huh? Cool. What? What? Been a while, you friggin' bastards. Monokuma? How? You're supposed to be dead. Me? Dead? Don't be friggin' stupid. Hey, you're acting kinda strange. Something seems different. Of course I'm different. Evolution is perfectly natural. After all, I've been hibernating for 2 years already. Not even. It's been like half a day at most. How are you alive again? Oh yeah, that's it. The look on all your faces right now is sublime. That's what I wanted to see. The moment you went from hope to despair. Don't tell me you pretended to be dead for all for this moment. Why would a bear pretend to be dead? You're the ones who should pretend to be dead when you see a bear. I mean, that's totally laughable. Makes me laugh. I'm gonna laugh right now. And that's that. Well, it's almost time to cut off your past so full of hope, and it's begin to despair at the future ahead of you. I want you all to have way more fun in this killing game. Can't be serious. We have to keep going? Oh, we were supposed to get out of here. Get out of here? Are you still obsessed with getting out of here? How do you not get it? There is no getting out of here. And besides, this life isn't all that bad, you know? I mean, there's stuff you won't like about life no matter where you are. Are you serious? This place is the worst. If it's the worst, does that mean you're in despair? Yeah. I'm pooped from all that laughing. I guess I'll get to the point now. The point? You guys really struck gold when you found that TV. Yes, indeed. That TV is an essential part of your school life here. I knew it was hiding a secret of some kind. But I connected the antenna, so why is all it's showing is just the surveillance feed? Look at how attentive they are now. Well then, I'm gonna let you in on a blood-gushing secret and tell you about it. That TV is absolutely, without a doubt, displaying the signal coming in on the antenna. But what does that mean? Displaying the signal, but it's just us. So stupid. Don't you get it? Fine, I'll just tell you. This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. What the fuck? Fucking Truman Show ass fucking video game. What? This killing game is being broadcast live to the entire world. It's the most popular thing on TV. Doesn't matter how many times he says it. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. I mean, even if I understood the words, I'm not sure I'd understand the deeper meaning. Broadcast live to the entire world? What kind of bad joke is that? Can't be. Have they taken over the airwaves somehow? No, but it was the most popular TV show in the world. That kind of overconfidence is a major weakness in your crisis management system, you know that? All you need to know is one weird trick that I found, and hijacking the airwaves is easy mode. Are you being serious right now? Of course. I heard a kind of creaking, but the sound was coming from my own mind. Like a boat tossing in the ocean, my mind had begun to creak and groan. Everything has a meaning, you know. All those hints I gave you, those tantalizing tidbits about the school's mysteries, even me luring you here right now. Why would I do that without why would I do any of that without a reason? It was all for my captive audience, to show them true despair like they've never seen it before. I became the director of a despair-based production. This is the ultimate reality show, the best in despair entertainment. You're lying. If this was on TV, the police and everyone else would be going crazy. Now, there's no way they wouldn't have tried to come and rescue us. What if they already did? Huh? But then again, it's not really any of their business, right? Sure, some people might yell at their TV to try and warn you, but who would actually come here to help? Don't you think that's possible? I don't really know personally, though, so whatever. Someone subbed? Thank you for subbing to the Despair TV show, whoever you were. But to take control of all communications like that, you need an astronomical amount of resource. It says, so how could things have come this far? Well, that's a secret. There's something you all need to remember. There's something you all need to do first, remember? What? Yeah, duh, there's a little business of... A body has been discovered. After a certain amount of time, which you may use however you like, the class trial will begin. Huh? Class trial? Do you mean... I'll leave the next Monokuma file right here. Everyone give it your all. Everyone give it all you've got, okay? Okay, things are gonna get pretty crazy from here on out. You're in for a heck of a ride. And then he was gone. Reality was incomprehensible. The truth hopelessly out of reach. All we were left with was despair. We stood there for I don't know how long, frozen in place. I couldn't think. It took everything I have just to keep myself standing upright. Don't understand any of this. What's despair entertainment? And how is he still alive? Thought that finally we could get out of here. Plus, what did he say about a class trial? Well, that part's obvious. The class trial is the class trial. What it means is that at this point, you have to figure out who the culprit is. Figure out who killed Kyoko. What? What are you talking about? I thought Mukuro Ikusaba was the one who died. The victim was female, right? Kyoko certainly fulfills that condition. And if Monokuma is alive and active, that means the mastermind, Mukuro Ikusaba, isn't dead. So naturally that body can't belong to her, so it must be Kyoko. There's no other possibility. Body is Kyoko's? Kyoko's been murdered? No, it's not possible. Because I don't know anything about her yet. I don't even know who she really is. To have it end like this. I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it. Whether you believe it or not doesn't matter. The truth is the truth. If you refuse to believe, it's your responsibility to uncover the truth yourself. Myself? Anyway, we better begin. If we're gonna have a class trial, then that means the killer... Correct. It must be someone participating in our school life. So you're saying one of us killed Kyoko? Well, that's not precisely what I'm saying, no. You just said... I don't have time to explain now. There's a veritable mountain of issues I need to confirm. So I'm going to begin my search. If you value your lives, you'll put everything you have into this. That is how this game works, after all. Well, I'd better start by checking out the Monokuma file. Due to the explosion, the victim's identity is unknown. They were, however, dead before the blast. The victim had been stabbed a single time with a knife, which went completely through the body. They had also been struck in the head with an object about as thick as a metal pipe. The body was covered in other wounds, but these were at least several days old. So even then, the Monokuma file doesn't tell us exactly who the victim was. The unidentified body, could it really be Kyoko? Or... I have no choice. I have to investigate. I have to uncover the truth for myself. No matter what, I have to find out what happened, or we're all dead. I need to go back to the scene of the crime, back to the garden. Time to get started. I need to check anywhere that may be important, from one end to the other. I just need to do what I always do. Yeah, I have time for this. These look like fragments of something. They're all burnt, so I can't really be sure, but I feel like I've seen something like it before. But where? Wait, was it there? I'll have to double check that later. Oh! I'll check the body more thoroughly. Maybe I'll find for sure if it's Kyoko or not. Huh? There's something weird about this body's fingernails. Oh, these are fake nails. They're really long. They seem like they get in the way of normal activity. There's also something on the back of her right hand. Is this a tattoo? Got so burned I can't make out the whole thing, but looks like a picture of a dog or something. I've never seen anything like it before. That wouldn't be Kyoko. The upper half of the body got set on fire in the explosion, so it's totally blackened. Also, the top half of the body is wet. That's because it got set on fire, then I threw water on it. Since I only threw water on the part that was on fire, the top half, the bottom half is still dry. In other words, there's nothing strange about the top half being wet. There isn't, right? The white jacket the victim was wearing got totally burnt up. There's only one little piece left. The lower half of the body didn't get wet at all. After the body blew up, the top half got set on fire, so I dumped a bucket of water on it, which explains why the bottom half isn't wet. There's nothing strange about that, right? There's a knife laying on the ground. Is this? It must be the knife that was stuck in the body before it exploded. The force of the explosion must have thrown it over here, over there, over here, over there, over here, over there. The Monokuma file said the knife went all the way through the body from front to back. Does that mean this knife is what caused the fatal injury? Either way, this knife looks really familiar. Wait, is this? That's it. It's the knife that person was holding. This is getting really weird. I notice how they don't have the nails in the dream. Also, those nails look really, fashionable. Wouldn't you say? There are just too many strange coincidences. Whoever the person was that attacked me last night, they were holding that knife. And that same knife was used to stab the same masked attacker we found here. So maybe this masked person got stabbed because when they attacked, I was in kind of a trance. Maybe I reacted by grabbing the knife. Maybe then I... And if this is really Kyoko, it would mean Kyoko is the one that attacked me. But why the mask? Just don't know. I don't remember anything clearly from last night. It can't be. There's no way. Hold on, the sprinklers turn on at 7:30 each morning, right? Then if the body was here before then, the sprinkler should have gotten it wet. Which would mean that the murder must have taken place somewhere else. What if it is related to the case? The room is dusty and disorganized. In other words, a pretty stereotypical tool shed, huh? Is this a tarp? Wait, was there a tarp in here before? Probably look into that. It could be related to the case. Top is wet and covered with mud and grime. but the underside is totally clean and completely dry. On the side of that tarp is, one side of the tarp is wet and dirty. Something about that bothers me. That's the one thing in here that concerns me. Not anything to do with the case. You remember how the body looked before it blew up? If I remember right, it was wearing some kind of mask and a big white coat. Hold on a minute. Those shoes look pretty fashionable if you ask me. I just want to confirm. Give me 1 second. All right. No particular reason. Apparently the wound had stopped bleeding, but the blood on the body was still wet. Byakuya said to avoid touching it, to not touch it to avoid getting all bloody. But for how much blood there was in the body, I didn't see anything on the ground around it. That was a big help now that you explained it. I totally remember how it looked. Having to talk about it like that helped me remember it a lot too, so thank you too. So who does that body belong to? Whoever it is, I'm not gonna look. I don't want to faint anymore. It's 11 o'clock right now. Okay, and I was just thinking about when we first found the body. When the body was found, huh? Just look back at what I did this morning to help me remember when that was. Monokuma's announcement woke me up at 7 o'clock as usual. I headed for the dining hall, met up with Hina, that was right around 7:30. Then I headed to the gym where everyone else was waiting. Next, Toko went to get the pickaxe, and that's when she found the body. What time was it then? It was around 9. Just before 9 o'clock, so it's probably 9 on the dot right now. That's right, it had to have been right around 9 o'clock. Oh, now that you mention it, I think you're right. So I think we can say for sure that the body was found at 9 a.m. once my job's done. That's a pretty small job. A garden would be a pretty good place to hide a body. What do you want to talk to me about? I'd like to hear your alibi. Alibi? Correct. I'd love to hear where you were after nighttime began last night. I was sick, so I was asleep all night. But why are you asking about that now? What's nighttime got to do with it? Isn't it obvious? This murder took place after nighttime. How can you know that for sure? Because just after nighttime began, I came to the garden. I was going around looking for everyone so I could tell them about Monokuma. Hiro's been spending most of his time in the garden the last few days, so I figured he'd be here. And I can confirm that when I arrived last night, there was no body here. So the murder could only have taken place at some point during the nighttime after I left the garden. However, Toko, Hiro, Hina, and I were in the gym together the entire night last night. What? Once I found Hiro in the garden, we immediately went to Toko and Hina's rooms to get them. At that point, we all went to the gym and began dismantling Monokuma. As a precaution, we made sure not to go anywhere alone. We even went to the bathroom in pairs. In other words, all 4 of us have airtight alibis. The only ones who don't have alibis are me and Kyoko. And if the victim really is Kyoko, then I'm the only one without an alibi. Also, when we went to get Hina and Toko, we stopped by your room as well. But you never came to the door, so where precisely were you? I'm telling the truth, I was in my room, but I was dead to sleep. I had a fever, so... That's hardly an alibi. I know. So, what now? You seem to be at quite the disadvantage here. I'm the only one without an alibi. That's really bad, isn't it? And then there were 4. 4? What's going on, Makoto? Oh, I'm glad you're here. Listen, do you remember how many chickens there were in there? Of course, there were precisely 5. Yeah, right. What's wrong? There's only 4 chickens here now. We're 1 short. Huh? Ah! That's so weird. I wonder when I disappeared. I was down here just before nighttime last night, and there were definitely 5 chickens then. What are we gonna do? Going from 5 to 4 is gonna have an impact on the structure of the world. It's like a jigsaw puzzle. Even if a single piece disappears, the entire world will remain unfinished. I did my best to ignore Hiro and focus on the problem at hand. Why did one of the chickens disappear? Could it be related to the case? Yes. Kodaka really doesn't hide his love for JoJo. I think I've checked everything I need to in this area, but I'm not done yet. There are other areas I need to check. Specifically that fragment I found before. Is that corpse really Kyoko? If that's true, was that also Kyoko who attacked me last night? If I can find out more about her, maybe I can answer that question. Kyoko was never the kind of person to talk about herself all that much. Maybe if I can get into her room, I'd be able to find out more. But the key to her room... It will... Yep. I don't have a choice. I'll have to see if he'll let me borrow her room key. Hey, Byakuya? If you do come up with an alibi, I'd be happy to hear it later at the class trial. Oh no, it's not about that. You have the key to Kyoko's room, right? I was hoping I could borrow it. I'm afraid I can't take that risk. You're the prime suspect after all. Of course, if I were to go with you, that would be a different story. Then will you go with me? Sorry, I have my own agenda to take care of. Find me again later and we'll see. Depending on my mood, I may go with you or not. I may go with you, or I may not. Okay, should look around somewhere else. Check out that one area. Where is this somewhere else? So what area could Makoto be referring to? I'm very much I wonder. Do we know for sure that Danganronpa is being broadcast to the entire world right now? I mean, besides my stream. Yeah, I'm not sure where that chunk is relevant. It does look extremely familiar, I will say. Jim? Who's Jim? Monokuma's laying dismantled on the floor, but I figured it wouldn't be here. The bomb! The bomb. That bomb went missing. There's no doubt about it. The fragments I found in the kitchen, or in the garden. Okay, I've checked everything else I can think of. All I can think of left now is Kyoko's room. You think you can go soon, Byakuya? You wanted to check out Kyoko's room, right? Very well, let's go. Byakuya walked off without a second glance, and I hurried after him on our way to the dorms. Can't unlock it myself. I need to ask Byakuya. Well then, here we go. Byakuya took out the key and then slid it into the keyhole, and then... And it's open. Looks like it, thanks. So, this is Kyoko's room. There's something on the table. It's a woodblock decoration. What's that? What purpose does it serve? I think it's probably a key. The lockers at those really traditional public bathhouses use them for their lockers. I wouldn't know. I've never gone to a public bathhouse. That doesn't really surprise me. It's hard to picture Byakuya doing something like that. But if it is a key, I think I might know it unlocks. Really? What? Unless I'm mistaken. I'm pretty sure there's something in the dojo that this might go to. Wood block key. So the dojo is relevant. Interesting. Nothing in particular. I thought we might just find some kind of clue here. A clue that might help us understand Kyoko. You can't be serious. That's why you made me take time out of my search to come here? Sorry. Regardless, if you plan on poking around at random, you're doomed no matter how much time you take. Surely you have something more concrete. Something to give us some sort of direction here. So, oh yeah, it's this. Sure happened to here somewhere. Found it. What's in the envelope? Kyoko gave it to me. She said if something ever happened, I should open it. Something has certainly happened, so open it. Okay. Under the sheets. That's all that was in there? That looks like it. What could it be? But could something be hidden under the bed sheets? Part of me didn't expect to find anything, but as I lifted the sheets up, what's this? Found a crumpled up piece of paper. Class number 78, student registry. Mukuro Ikusaba. It appears to be Mukuro Ikusaba's profile. Yeah, it looks like it. That's probably the other thing Kyoko stole when she snuck into the headmaster's room, along with the key. Yep. This must be that blank Monokuma was talking about. Kyoko said a death without meaning was unappealing. This is what she left behind. I don't have time for your sentimental indulgences. Hurry up and finish your search. Okay. Made an effort to pull myself together, then looked down at the profile sheet. Name, Mukuro Ikusaba. Sex, female. The ultimate soldier. Although small for her age, she was a military specialist trained in every weapon type imaginable. She showed an interest in the military from childhood and soon found herself completely absorbed in it. In elementary school, she won a survival game tournament and began writing for military magazines. Just before entering middle school, while she and her family were on vacation in Europe, she disappeared. The story of a young Japanese girl being kidnapped quickly took over Japanese media outlets. An intense international investigation turned up no information, and she was never found. However, she reappeared in Japan 3 years later, alone and completely unannounced. She revealed that she had joined a mercenary group known as Fenrir for those 3 years. She insisted that she hadn't been kidnapped, that she'd received battle training of her own volition. However, she never revealed why she decided to return home when she did. Fenrir is pretty dog-like, don't you think? The ultimate soldier, a mercenary group. This doesn't feel real. The world I grew up in, it's like a completely different dimension. It's like one's non-fiction and the other's sci-fi. There's no way to even compare the two. That's how different this is. That was how I saw things just as an ordinary person, but then I never imagined I would hear the name Fenrir in a place like this. You recognize it? The Fenrir Mercenary Corps is a collection of battle-crazed warmongers. But they do have their uses, and they always get the job done. That's worth remembering. This is all part of a world I totally removed from the one I live in. I have to say, I'm intrigued. Every rumor I've heard that says Fenrir has already... Whoa! I feel like our hero is becoming a bit player and a bit player is becoming our hero. Ah, it's you. What have you got in your pretty little hand there? Uh-oh. You found her profile? So what if we did? Don't freak out on me. I'm not going to hold it against you or anything. And in case you're wondering, I don't hold it against Kyoko either, even though she stole it and hid it. After all, there's no rule against stealing, is there? But who I can't forgive is Miss Ogami, who broke the rules and busted into the headmaster's room. Maybe I'll drag her corpse out here and slice it up and devour it. Bears are omnivorous, you know. Are rule violations really so unforgivable? You're quite adamant about those regulations of yours. Of course I am. A proper school life is built on the dedication to organization and order. Which is why even I, as the school headmaster, have to follow the regulations myself. Oh, so you're saying you have to follow your own rules as well? Absolutely. I can't have you complaining about how unfair it is now, can I? In fact, on the subject of fairness, would you like to know something interesting? Interesting. It's about the one writing all the rules. They're actually one of the participants in this killing game. I don't think I ever told you how many participants there actually were, did I? I was thinking I should probably clarify that. When you all first got together in the main hallway back when there were 15 people there, right? I think that first meeting may have led you to a little misunderstanding among you all. A misunderstanding? Are you saying? That's right, there weren't actually 15 of you. The total number of students taking part in this killing game was actually 16. 16, then... Oh god.
この学園に潜む16人目の高校生。超高校級の絶望と呼ばれる女子高校生。戦場ムクロに気をつけて。
Watch out for her. Thank you. The 16th student, Mukuro Ikusaba. She's a part of this school life. So the one making all the regulations is... Why? Hmm? Did you say something? Why are you telling us this? Oh, well, because... Like I told you, this killing game is desperately popular. You wouldn't believe the ratings. So since we've got so many viewers now, I wanted to make sure everyone was on the same page. I don't want you to wake up in a hurricane of complaints and hate mail, you know? Make sense? Okay, that's all you get for now. Oh, actually, I do have some revenge to get, so I have an extra bonus for you. Revenge? I want to get back at that sneaky Miss Kirigiri, so I'm going to share a little secret with you. Seriously? Seriously? You know, she wears those stupid gloves day in, day out all the time. Well, don't tell anyone I told you, but she wears them to cover a bunch of hideous scars that she doesn't want anyone to see. What? Okay, now that's all you get. Monokuma's account. Kyoko wears those gloves to cover up a bunch of scars? Wait, so on the back of her hand. Tattoos. Wait, but no. Monokuma specifically said they were scars, right? That's why Kyoko wears those gloves, to hide the scars. Which means... the fake nails on the corpse. Are you thinking about Kyoko again? Huh? Forget about her. What matters right now is uncovering Monokuma's trap. It's a trap. God must have really hated you to make you so dull. Don't you remember what Monokuma just told us? He said there were 16 students, right? Which means Mukuro was a student here. Obviously, Monokuma was trying to tell us that Mukuro is the one creating the rules of the game. But why would he tell us that, and why now? He said he wanted to make things clear so there wouldn't be any complaints later. The mere fact that he said that proves that Mukuro is connected to this case. That's why Monokuma revealed the existence of a 16th student. He needs to make our investigation fair. Yeah, she's related to the case. Perhaps she's the one who killed Kyoko. What? That would explain why we would have to have a class trial, wouldn't it? If she's a student and she killed someone, that would make her a part of the school killing game. Mukuro is the killer? She killed Kyoko? Anyone should be able to come back to that conclusion, don't you think? In fact, that's exactly what I thought when the investigation first began. But based on what Monokuma just told us, I've changed my mind. Mukuro Ikusaba isn't the culprit. What makes you say that? We thought Mukuro, the ultimate despair, was the mastermind's true identity. But if that's true, Monokuma's behavior makes no sense. Why would the mastermind go out of their way to reveal themselves to us? It's a good point. Mukuro giving us information that would raise questions about her would be bold, to say the least. It makes even more sense than to assume that Mukuro isn't the culprit. So that's the trap. They want us to suspect Mukuro and come to the wrong conclusion. That's what makes sense to me. The way you said it definitely seems possible, but if that's really true... If Mukuro isn't the killer, then who is? Well then, I believe our work here is finished. Let's move on. I'm sure there are other places in need of investigation. I should find out if that key and the dojo are really connected. There are wooden lockers here. They use woodblock keys just like those at the super traditional public bathhouses. Looks like the key we found in Kyoko's room really does go to one of these lockers. Makoto, do you see the locker farthest to the right? That's the only one that doesn't have a key in it at all at the moment. You understand what that means, right? You should probably use the key. Try it. Okay. I took out the woodblock key and inserted it into the locker's metal lock, and the locker eagerly accepted the key and it opened. There are arrows in here, and it looks like 10 arrows. They look like they're made of titanium, which means they're quite strong despite of how thin they are. Of course, without a bow, they're nothing but strong little sticks. Strong sticks. To get individually, we are nothing but somewhat strong sticks. But together, we are a mighty... Not finishing that. Oh, there's something else inside the locker. It's a wadded up ball of duct tape. I wonder what that was used for. Is that a blood stain? That is. That means surely related to the case. This duct tape is related to the case somehow, but how could it possibly be involved? Bloody duct tape. I think that's all the locker has to offer for now. Something wrong? It's very odd, don't you think? The locker was hiding items that were clearly related to the case. But how did the key to the locker wind up in the victim's room? Or perhaps... Byakuya? Forget it. Come on, we need to continue onto the next location. What next location? We need to do more research on Fenrir. You mean the mercenary group that Mukuro was a part of? How are we supposed to find out about that? Where in this school would you go to do research on something? The archive, yes. It has access to info that the general public doesn't. We only have so much time before the trial begins. Let's hurry. I believe there was a file related to the Fenrir somewhere over here. Byakuya seemed to know the archive like the back of his hand and went straight into the shelf in the back. Ah, here we go. He quickly returned with a file in hand. Take a look at this. I have no idea what it says. What language is this? How did you make it all the way to high school without learning a single word of French? Pretty sure most high schoolers can't speak French. Parlez-vous français? Qu'est-ce que tu fais alors? That's all the French that I can basically speak. Mon chéri, mon petit mademoiselle. Wait, what? Well, whatever. I'll read it for you, but I expect you to repay your debt 100 times over. 100 times over? Isn't that kind of extreme? Fenrir is an all elite. Fenrir is all elite. Fenrir is an elite fighting unit based out of the Middle East. Unlike military contractors, they are a fierce group of soldiers who engage in direct combat. They claim that a single member is equivalent to an entire company of regular soldiers. Just like Fenrir, the Wolf of Ragnarok, their mere presence is enough to strike fear into any enemy. They have been involved in countless military battles and operations, most of which are highly classified. However, some time ago, they completely ceased all activity. At present, their continued existence cannot be confirmed. There are unconfirmed reports that the key members of the group were all neutralized. Rumors indicate that they were killed to keep them from revealing the many state secrets that they had acquired. However, some believe that there was mounting internal tension within the group, and they simply imploded. What is it? This all just sounds like some kind of alternate reality. Well, it isn't. This is our reality, the only reality. These people are part of our world. Their battlefields aren't much different from our lives here, an unpredictable, unimaginable world. That's what makes it all so exciting. Exciting definitely isn't the word I would use. So, did anything jump out at you? This may be your last opportunity to learn about Fenrir. Now that you mention it. The report said something about the name, where the name Fenrir comes from, right? That's right. It said Fenrir is the wolf of Ragnarok. Speaking of which, would you like to know something interesting related to that? To show that they're all a member of the team, each soldier that joined the squad would get a tattoo representing Fenrir somewhere on their body. What? They got a tattoo of Fenrir? Could that mean... Yes, that's what it means. Then the time has come. All we can do now is try to uncover the truth during the class trial. It would seem that way. Let's go. Whoa, Byakuya and Makoto showed up together. Where the heck have you two been? You just disappeared without a word. We were investigating, of course. How could you not figure that out by this point? Makoto's ranked high enough for you guys to go off together, just the two of you? What, are you jealous? Or are you making up some kind of creepy fantasy for yourself? Stop talking, embrace yourselves. He'll be here any second. Any second. He could show up at any time. When I imagined what was about to happen, I immediately tensed up and prepared myself. But we stood there for a full 5 minutes waiting for something weird to happen. And then 5 minutes became 10. What's going on here? Why hasn't Monokuma showed up yet? Maybe he died again? What should we do? Should we keep waiting here or what? Jesus. Did I scare you? I demand an explanation. Why did you waste my time and make me wait here like that? What, I made you wait? You've got it all like backwards. You're the ones making me wait. Huh? I'm waiting for everyone to arrive. We can't start till everyone's here now, can we? What are you talking about? Everyone is here. We've all been waiting for you. Sorry, but you're wrong. But I've been waiting 10 minutes now, so it's okay if I punish the one making us all wait, right? If we agree it's a violation, I'll arrange a punishment right now. If it's me you're waiting for, I'm here. When we heard that voice, we all spun around to look. I'm here, and no rule's been broken. Kyoko! Kyoko, you're still alive? Oh, that's a ghost! Stop talking. If you want to fight, do it at the class trial. You need to save some of the fun for later, right? But is it okay if there's no particular penalty for being late? I made it here just fine. What school regulation did I violate? Am I wrong? You're so selfish, so spoiled. You're right, there's no penalty officially, but I'll bet you'll be sorry later. No, I'll make sure you're sorry later. Anyway, hustle your butts onto the elevator. I'll be just one step ahead of you. When Monokuma was gone, we all rushed up to Kyoko. Kyoko! So you really didn't die? Of course I didn't die. Thank God. I'm so glad you're okay. Perhaps, but that's not necessarily a good thing for us. Huh? He's right. Now we've got to deal with the ghost. Told you, stop talking. Come on, let's just go. Whatever we need to discuss, we can do it during the trial. Without ever looking directly at Kyoko, Byakuya stepped into the elevator. Master, wait for me. Good call. Who knows what might happen to us if we take too long. I'll be happy when this trial is all over. One after another, everyone piled into the elevator. But I couldn't help myself. I had to talk to Kyoko before the trial started. Listen, before we get started, I have to ask you. Where have you been this whole time? You used that key of yours to go somewhere, didn't you? So, I went to investigate the second floor of the dorms. Second floor? There aren't any monitors or cameras there, so I was able to avoid Monokuma completely. Of course, I also missed his announcement because of that. I had no idea a body had been discovered. Then, what did you find out? Just now, I finished my search and came back down, just in time to hear the class trial announcement. It took some time to go over the crime scene first. I can't go to a trial completely uninformed, can I? So that's why you were late. I'm sorry I kept you all waiting. But if you're on the second floor of the dorms, then that's what the key you found. That's what the key you found goes to. Actually, to be precise, not quite. I use Monokuma's secret tool, which can open any lock in the school. What? Hey, what are you two doing? Hurry up and get him. Hurry up before we get in trouble with Monokuma. We can go over the details after we get through the trial, okay, Makoto? Right now, I just want to focus on surviving our current situation. Because this is probably the single most crucial moment so far for me. For her? That's a strange way to put it. Class trial is important for everyone, right? So why would she say it's a crucial moment for her? Well, if that's all. Seemingly unconcerned, Kyoko made her way to the elevator. I'm just overthinking what she said, right? Being the last one left, I stepped into the elevator. And the door slid shut. This time, the clunking was loud enough to hurt my ears, and the dread began to consume me once again. I can't imagine ever getting used to the mental pressure that comes with preparing for an execution. In that dusky darkness, nobody said a word. We just stood there, silent and still. After an immeasurable period of time, the doors opened without warning. A dazzling light penetrated every depth of my eyes. But it wasn't the illuminated light of hope. It was the blinding light of despair. I've been waiting for this. It feels like it's been forever since we got together like this. The time for pointless jokes and jabs is past. Let's get on with the show. And so the curtain opened for the 5th time. A deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly betrayal, deadly riddle, deadly defense, a deadly faith, a deadly class trial. And with that, with all that behind us, I will leave you on probably the longest cliffhanger of this series so far. And I will be back with this game when I get back from my on-call shift, which will be basically a little bit less than 2 weeks from now. So thank you everybody for joining the stream tonight. It was a real pleasure having you all here. And this game continues to be fucking insane. So I hope to see you in the next stream, whenever that is. And I hope you all have a great night in the meantime. Take care, everybody, and good night. Outro.